was on RBC before any of us got on. You hear me? It's crazy how time and circumstance work, man. You know, or I should say it's crazy how God works time and circumstance. You know what I'm saying? We all come from the same league. We all come from the same league, underground. Me, Bad Newz, Riggs, T-Top, Raleigh Streets. Huh? Can't nobody mess with Carolina, man. Can't nobody mess around, man. Swamp versus J Moore, I like that. I like that. That's gonna be a good battle. What you think of Bad News situation? I told brothers on Twitter I wasn't really gonna speak on his situation publicly. You know what I'm saying? I will wait till I see that brother or hear from that brother, and you know, if I feel prepared or compelled to say anything about it, then you know I'll proceed with that. You know, but regardless of how I feel, I'm not addressing none of my peers publicly on any real situation that they got. I leave that for fans and all that, but I'm not doing that. You would never get me on tape, on record, kicking my folks back in, regardless of what they did. Because you still my folk. You still was my folks yesterday, 24 hours ago. And it's like now, you know, like I said, as long as it ain't crazy dishonorable, and if it's in the air and questionable, I need to wait till we get some clearance on that. You know what I'm saying? And even still, man, you know, yeah, man, you know. I don't condone nobody just outright, you know, being a rat in character, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really know the circumstances of certain situations. So I'm not the final judge. I'm not the judge at all, you know what I'm saying? Let alone the final judge, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. I let them play God. They want to play God, let them play God, let them play the judge. A lot of these dudes got things in their closet that's on their way out. And when their day come, you gonna see. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes had their moments, but it wasn't on camera. And they didn't have to stand on it in front of the people. So you was great at that. So anybody I came up with and had love for and got love for, no. And then I can call your phone just like I used to call your phone, right? I can pull up on you just like I used to pull up on you, right? All of a sudden, I go from pulling up on you, talking to you all the time behind the scenes, to addressing you in public about your personal business. I don't do that. Easy. I don't do that. You see people that call themselves friends of his. You see them doing that. It's monetized. It's accruing likes. They sharing it. I ain't with that. A Diamond Among Men versus Masterful. Shout out Vegas 7 to Ronan. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. I really, really do. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? We got to work. Everything I heard from you is fire. Diamond Among Men is in rotation heavy. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. If y'all see that, well, it ain't but 9 people on here. I'm sure all 9 of y'all know what the hell going on. Let me get here, cousin. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Diamond Among Men, man, yeah. It's an acronym for Adam. Or is Adam the acronym for a Diamond Among Men? That's what I meant to say. You know, I had just randomly complimented a brother. I was going to call it a speaker among men. You always struggle with titles. I had randomly complimented a brother who I guess he was a fan of me, but I just liked the post. I complimented his music in the DM and all that. He responded. He was humble. He was thank you, whoopty-whoopty-woo. And he was like, yeah, Brizz, keep being a diamond among men. I was like, damn. That's fire, right? Because I already got a speaker among men in my mind. Then, boom. I hit one of my brothers, Brother Alonzo. He in the nation with me. I hit Brother Zoe. I'm like, yo, you ever heard the minister say anything about a diamonds in his speech? Just diamonds, period? The brother said, hold on, I'll get right back with you. 10 minutes later, he sent me a speech, a lecture called A Diamond Among Men, an old school lecture. So I was like, yeah, that's like 3 different signs from God. I got to go ahead with this title. I'm sorry, man. You know, sometimes I jump down the story lane right quick. I get long-winded. Excuse me. Got a 2-hour drive after work. Yeah, tune in, man. Tune in, because I'm ready to drop again. I got like 9 more tracks in the cut that I want to drop. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be knowing how to feel, because the game, you good. It's so wide open. Pause if necessary. You hear me? Like, do I just drop another project? Is it cool? Or, you know, because in my mind, I want to be on some every month shit. Every 2 months, excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably missing all kind of 40 fast and only eat after dark. Like this. I did say that. Where we at? My bad, y'all. I've been in and out the loop musically. Yeah, man. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Vegas 7, the Ronin. Fire. I first seen you, bro. I think Mickey Fax had you on the live. What's up, sister? I think Mickey Fax had you on the live. I feel like you had the mask on and everything else. I'm like, who the hell is this bull? You know what I'm saying? But I dug the whole vibe, bro. You fire, man. Y'all follow Vegas 7 the Ronin, man. You know what I mean? Bro's original, got his own vibe. His own, you know, his own. Straight up. I'm ready to hit the gym, though, man. And it's going to be a light day. I hope y'all working out, hitting the gym and all that. You know. Trying to eat as good as possible. We trying to be around. Excuse all these potholes. It's a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be around. So we working out. You know what I'm saying? We constantly training. The fruit constantly training, man. Download my album. The FOY. Put your sons in the FOY. You know what I'm saying? What? Salams, brother. Salams. Top beer. Absolutely. I say just drop again. Ain't no rules to this, right? Ain't no rules to it. Just drop again. Solid, man. Because I be tired of going by, like, you know, like this fake rubric, blueprint, whatever. Like, this A Dominant Moment, my first project in 2 years. Now, 2 years is extensive. 1.5 years, you know. That's extensive, but you get comfortable. In my mind, it's like, nah, I just drop, I could chill. You look up, a year done passed, you ain't put no music out. And then you realize it's like, no, maybe I should be flooding it a little bit. We gonna see, though. What y'all been listening to before I go, though? The number, you know what I mean? What y'all been listening to? Give me, you know. I'm disappointed by a few MCs as of late. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I felt a couple niggas tried to really, like, you know. It's all good. What y'all been listening to, though? Who y'all been listening to? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all been listening to? Let me get that. I'm getting over. Nah. Nobody. Niggas ain't been listening to nobody? Cool. I'm back on old school work. Jim Jones got a solid project. Solid. Respect to Jimmy. Salute. Ain't it crazy how... never mind. Did Jimmy mess around become the best artist in Dipset? I think he did, man. It's my turn. Did Jim mess around become the best rapper in Dipset? Is that what he did? On my old, when you say brother, on my old voice, okay. Shout out to Royce. Shout out to Royce for sure. You know. Yeah, man. I'm ready to get up off of here, though. Ready to pull up and hop in this gym. I expected somebody to jump up here, man, and, you know, discuss something, but I guess they didn't, you know. But we gonna meet. Only because Cam don't rap no more. Only because Cam don't rap no more. I don't know about that. Even when Cam was still rapping, I got, like, I don't know. The last Jimmy music, pause, if necessary, but the last music from Jim I've been hearing, you know what I mean? Wasted Talent. They've been kind of better than the joints I was hearing from Cam, man. I got to keep it 1,000. Musically. Okay, Vega say the same thing. It's seated as him being the best hustler. Solid. And Jewel shit sound like he's stuck in the early... Yo, what's up with Jewels, man? Jewels was like... Maybe that's how it goes sometimes. Maybe it's nothing up with Jewels. Maybe his sound was just for that time. You know what I mean? And perfect for that time. And maybe that's exactly how God wanted. You know what I mean? That's when you bring Jewels through. Perfect time. You original, got your own sound. You know, I can dig that. Maybe that was, you know. And hella, what's the word? Hella trend-setting. You know, hella influential. Right here. Bam, bam. Oh, everybody pulling up in their Acros. Solid. We look. I like the uniformity. Bow. Throw that K Camp. Built different in for the workout. Yeah. K Camp, man. I ain't heard no camp in a minute. Jewels was favorite coming up. I can dig it. It's the drugs. It's a shame, man. What inspired, I'm wondering, was it a vibe or inspiration? More so, I think it was both. Both. You know, I love a track that make me talk, make me have to rap. You know, I like to keep my verses somewhat conversational. I like it to feel like I'm sitting right next to you. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm sitting in the room with you. That's how I like my verses and music to come across to the listener. You know what I'm saying? But definitely a vibe. I like the instrumentation in that beat. That's what was speaking to me the most. You know? Yeah, that's usually how it go. You know what I'm saying? It usually just started me just throwing a dart at the pad, and then you look up, and it's a whole picture. I hope I answered your question. Word up, and salute to you. Jim Polish is on this production quality. Yeah, like, I kind of, yeah, man, I don't feel like... Nah, for sure, Chris, do your thing. I'm ready to get up out of here as well. Big U, Loose Cannon, and Brick Baby just got arrested. Yo! That's crazy, because Wack 100 been saying that. He been saying that. I've been listening to Wack, man. His little interviews and all that last few days, week, whatever. He been saying that he had the knowledge that they come from Big U. You know what I mean? At first, it had seemed kind of gossipy. Lou said he was doing, like, police work. Damn. You feel me? But as then Wack had tried to give it up and twisted it with the vibe of, like, you know, if I got intel or information or something like that and don't tell you, then I'm not too thorough, you know what I'm saying? So I guess, you know. But damn, no. That's crazy. I don't understand, was murdering kids and shit. Nah, I heard what Wack said about some young boy in Vegas, I think, or something like that. He said he used to live with his son or something like that, or play football with him. Look, anyway, man, it's a crazy game. It's a crazy game. You know? And that's why I ain't throwing Newz away. Nigga, that's why I said back there some miles, you know, I'm conflicted because a lot of that shit be a myth to me. You understand? A lot of that shit be a myth to me. So it's like, is it the gang or not? So it's like, the no snitching clause get all this support. It get all y'all mouths running. The no snitching clause, right? But the white bulls with the badges and the cuffs can come cuff your leader, right? And not a fight get put up for the leader. Huh? And that's not held as heavy as they don't stand on that as heavy as they stand on the so-called rat clause. Nigga, how the ATF can come cuff your leader, nigga? I don't want to hear nothing about I don't want to hear about no code. If they can grab you, if they can get the cuffs on your leader, how is a code? Why every time these reports come through, the big dog got 6 police bringing him out of a hiding spot in cuffs and his hand just behind his back? Why the house never surrounded by who they called the gang, by the niggas y'all jumped to be a part of y'all shit? Why the house never surrounded? Why the judge house never surrounded? Free my man or it's up. That's why it be a myth to me. Share that and put that in your blog. That's what you screen record and share and steal. See? Because they'll spin around that corner and kill a 15-year-old. See? But like I always say, that one cop could come slam your mom right in front of your whole set. Body slam your mom on the hood of a car. Call her a bitch and everything. None of them will move. So that's why I'm not throwing bad news away. That's my man. I'm not a part of his situation. I don't really know the ins and outs of his situation, but that's my man. Got love for him. I would not address him publicly. You understand? But none of that. I'm not throwing none of my guys away for some shit that's a myth. Huh? George Zimmerman walking around, ain't he? Ain't he? Put that in your blog. All these so-called politics. I'm cool. Beefing online with each other. Real live bodily harm to each other. To a woman. To this. But all the alphabets can come cuff y'all leader though. Who real? Seriously. How? I'm yelling. I shouldn't yell. I'm gonna calm down. How is it real? If they can come cuff your leader, how is it real? You should think about that. I hope at least one young guy is on here listening to this. That mean if you were the leader, they not coming to protect you. That mean they not coming to protect you. El Chapo's guys protected him. They shot it out for him. In case y'all think there aren't any real live examples. Assata Shakur, sister Assata Shakur was part of the Black Liberation Army, etc., etc. They had a situation on the New Jersey Turnpike years ago, I believe 1973. That sister was broken out of prison and been in Cuba ever since. Conscious movements. See? But the street shit, y'all leaders always get cuffed and left. It ain't never no defense for y'all leader. So how is real? How about y'all should get jobs and go to school, and y'all should use y'all gifts and talents for nothing but good and nothing but positivity. Nothing but positivity, because it seems y'all only show interest in the negativity when it's concerning your own and people that look like you. Straight up. So can we get that? Can we get that address? And tell them Brizz said it. I don't care. Big homie, little homie. Tell them I said it. It's not real. They can come cuff your leader if it's not real. Tell them I asked them. When they cuffed your big homie, why wasn't you there shooting it out for him? Why you ain't rally up the troops for him? And then ask him after that, well, why y'all handle that? Why y'all handle your own folks like that that's around the corner from you? Ask him that. That's the follow-up question. Because the answer to the first question gonna be, well, can't nobody take on the police? Yeah, them numbers better go down. Them numbers better go down, nigga. Because that's gonna be the answer to the first question. Oh, well, we can't go up against the police, Brizz. We don't got enough. They become all rational and they got logic. But apply that same rationale and logic to your own folks, nigga. And that's it. I'm ready to go get in the gym. It's chest day. And I'm warming up with pull-ups every day. You know what I'm saying? Go download my album. The link is in the bio. It's called A Diamond Among Men. It take a diamond year.